Okay, folks, good morning and welcome to Swing Trading Today. It is July the 7th. Big announcement today that I want to lead off with, and I've been playing with it all morning, is TrendSpider now has their mobile app launched. I did my analysis of CRSP. We're going to be going over CRSP's chart in a moment. And the functionality is outstanding. The visuals, very simple to use. I'm very pleased with it so far. So please take advantage. 35% discount code below. Get TrendSpider, the cheapest price on the web. And now you have a mobile app. I've been waiting for this. And outstanding. Really, really good job to Dan, Jake, and team over there. Congratulations. Okay, let's get to it. Pre-market activity this morning. Hey, Sam, good morning to you. Will, good morning. Thank you, Will. Same to you, my friend. I want to talk to you about a trade that we did yesterday. We saw a gap up higher. We're long of NUGT, which is the leveraged ETF, putting you long of the gold mining stocks. And we saw some weak economic data come out yesterday, and I kind of expected gold to rally, dollar to pull back off of its highs. The dollar did pull back off of its highs, but not enough to offset what Nugget and the other gold mining stocks, silver mining stocks needed to continue up higher. So initially I sold the August 20th 75 strike covered calls for about $1.15 per contract. Then we began to, this is a 4-hour chart, then we began to pull back, and I had expected a defense of the support level here because we had filled the gap, and I said, you know what, let's roll the dice, let's close out the covered call position, scalp a 15-cent profit, which we did, and it was just, we sold 30 contracts, so 3,000 times 15 cents, it's, you know, decent day's pay, and it did not hold. We continued lower, and we didn't get to bounce back because what I wanted to do was resell those covered calls at or near the highs of the day to get back in. Now, last night on Market Wrap, given the price action, I'll go to a daily chart now. Given the price action on the day, I didn't think that we were going to get a gap up higher today, to be honest with you. Poor price action yesterday. This to me looks as though we may W formation out, pull back. Ideally, we get a higher low. The same holds true for whatever you're looking at. Gold, silver, the silver miners, GDXJ, the junior miners look poor as well. So we may still get that. We may still get another fade. So the debate, or not the debate, the game plan I put out last night to members on Market Wrap was that we'll stay nearer term weekly contracts and let them expire worthless rather than going out to the 20 strike yet again. I'm debating that. We're coming off the highs now because you can see we're gapping up higher. The only reason why I'm debating this right now is that we're not going to get paid much with only 3 days left to go in the week, and I certainly don't want to get taken out of my trade because we're longer term bullish on the gold mining stocks and the silver mining stocks. So I may just have to resell the August 20, 75, 76 strike, whatever looks good, and we get a decent price on again today. But we'll be selling where we sold yesterday at the roughly 115, 120 premium that we'll be generating off of that trade. So members, more to come. An alert will be coming out to you. Let's check out the dollar really quick. The dollar earlier looked, oh, it just broke. It just broke. So we're looking at, where's my coffee? I left it upstairs. We're looking at a 4-hour chart. Oh, actually 30-minute chart. Sorry. I don't have my glasses on. 30-minute chart. We broke support. Let's take a look at a 4-hour chart and how we're looking there. And you can see that this is still looking somewhat bullish. This bar doesn't close until 9 a.m. So we're trading down below support. I hope that we do close down below the support level by 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if we don't, this is looking like, to me, that we may continue up higher on this rally. What does that mean for gold, the miners, silver? Weakness. So I would love to say the dollar's done going up. I'm not ready to say that yet. Moving on to silver. Hey, JW, if we have low jolts openings, do you think that the run will keep going? If we get low jolts or job openings, I got to think about that. That's a good question. I guess it's the whys behind job openings. You know, if it's automation, or is it the fact that simply companies aren't able to grow? And if we do get that, it wouldn't be good, because now I'm taking into account yesterday's services index report, which was not good. We saw prices rise, services come in. So if you have low jolts, especially in the services sector, that's not going to mean good things. The economy's on life support. That's the only reason why you keep hearing the Federal Reserve, Congress come out and say the economy's booming, 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 yet they have to keep printing money to keep the boom going. In a healthy economy, you don't need to print money. You got to tighten up money. So I think that if you get low jolts openings, it's not going to be good for the markets. You may have certain sectors like technology that continues up higher. Why? Yields will need to stay low. But in terms of energy, in terms of transports, the cyclical names, they'll probably continue weakening up here. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, please smash the like button if you could. But great question on that jolt. You had me there for a second. So the TNX, I went over this last night on Market Wrap, and let's take a look at it. So here's the TNX, the exact chart we went over last night. And you can see, let's just go line by line here. TNX, RSI, weak and getting weaker. Stokes, weak and getting weaker. The caveat there is that we're nearing oversold levels. You want to argue that we're at oversold levels? Sure, but we know that we can continue lower here, right? Just like we did back here in particular, back in July of last year. So the one area that I pointed out last night that could mean that we get a pop here is that we are now leaning down and into the third standard deviation Bollinger Band. For those not familiar, we're not supposed to be there. So you don't want to trade off of that, because many times what you get is a sideways consolidation and then a resumption of the downtrend, and this anomaly is gone. It's in the rearview mirror, not to be spoken of again. The however is, if we get another push lower, expect a rebound by the end of the week. Expect a pop higher. Now, what does that mean for the markets? Well, let's go back to the pre-markets and check a quick peek at the trip cues. Before we leave this, silver up as well. Silver did not have a good day yesterday. I'll be surprised if they hold these gains. It's all about the dollar, folks. Now, if you take a look at the NASDAQ 100, flying yet again this morning, if we see a rally on the 10-year yield, we may, just may, see some weakness on the NASDAQ 100? When do we, in all probability, definitely get weakness on the NASDAQ 100? When you see yields back above 1.5%. We're not there yet. But you will see on a move higher on yields a rally in the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000. I left my coffee upstairs, so I'm not working fully energized yet. The Russell 2000, which is catching a bid right now, but is struggling to recapture support. A horrible day yesterday for the small caps. Now, crude oil took it on the chin yesterday, bouncing back this morning, up 1.25%, but fading here. Gold up over 0.75%. Not that far away from a new daily high on gold. Just set up an alert here. Taking a look at the 10-year Treasury note. Wow. Wow. Still ripping up higher. That's the reason why you're seeing the NASDAQ so strong this morning. Bob, I was able to quit caffeine and cigarettes. Another world. I bet. Cigarettes I quit many years ago, decades ago. But caffeine, I cut down quite a bit. I used to drink a lot of soda. I don't drink soda that much anymore, rarely. But I need my coffee in the morning, man. I mean, I need my coffee. Especially when I do the show at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Gotta have it. So the 10-year note is approaching resistance. We have RSI on a 4-hour time frame at 78. I think we're going to get resistance up here fairly soon. But at current, this is very strong price action. And again, it's the why behind you're seeing strength in the NASDAQ 100. Natural gas. Wow, interesting morning. We are still bullish on natural gas, but I would be careful here of a possible head and shoulder setup. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And it could just be that we're dropping into a triangle formation. But you look at it from a weekly time frame. Wrong chart. Clearly the trend is up. We're taking a pause. We already do have a new weekly high. Remember tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Thursday, yeah. Thursday, we have nat gas inventories. That could certainly move natural gas. So we remain bullish on natural gas. The VIX, 4-hour chart. Strong morning yesterday, but not a great close. We're holding the 20-period moving average here in red. Quick peek at European currencies. Really just one. The euro. Strong consolidation. I set this alert up on Sunday night, or Monday night actually. And we do not have a new weekly low yet. So we're seeing the euro consolidate. Now, what does that mean for the US dollar? Well, the euro makes up around 55% of the Dixie, the basket of currencies the dollar trades against. So if you're seeing the euro stabilize, that means you're going to see probably a pause on the US dollar. Now, if you get the euro consolidating with a bias to the upside, as we're seeing at current, yet the Japanese yen move up higher as well as it is, that does not mean good things for the US dollar, because the Japanese yen is the second largest component of the Dixie. So euro first, Japanese yen second, everything else really doesn't mean all that much. These are the two primaries. If they're moving in tandem, that means the dollar is, in all probability, come under pressure. So let's go back to the dollar. We're seeing strength here on the yen. The dollar is now negative and weakening up here. So my guess is that if this continues, we're going to continue to see strength in gold, strength in silver. The commodity spectrum is just going to move up higher. And we are seeing gold capitalize on the move. Okay. I don't want to repeat these charts too much. I want to take a look at palladium. Wow, really nice move here today on palladium. Up over 2%. Copper, up. I want to take a quick peek at lumber, which had a brutal June. I should have wrote down this symbol. I can never find it. And it doesn't help that I don't have my glasses on. You know what? Screw it. We'll just go with the Bloomberg Commodity Index. Hammered yesterday. And this is not trading as of yet, but I'm sure it's going to be up. All right, let's take a quick peek at CRSP. We discussed CRSP on Monday night, and I even set up an alert. I forget who asked me about this chart, but I like the company. I love the story, genomics. Good morning, Jody. So you can see, we spoke about I have my alert, which fired off. We had to replace this. We'll do that in a moment. And again, for those people just checking in, we're using TrendSpider, 35% discount code below. I did my analysis of CRSP this morning on their new mobile app. It just launched. Just go to the Apple Store or Google Play, download it. It's outstanding, simple to use, 35% discount code below. So this is a weekly chart, and last week we broke out above resistance. So on Monday evening I said, you know what I want to see here is a pullback and a retest of support. We did that. Unfortunately, it didn't hold. The alert fired off, but it didn't hold. We did not execute on the trade. Now, I need to modify this because I'm going to remove this. This was a retest. Now we want to see a breakout back above it. And what I was happy to see with the mobile app is that all my watch lists and my alerts carried over. I didn't have to do anything. It was right there. I need simple. Weekly breakout. Okay, so let's get the sensitivity off. We don't care about sensitivity on a breakout. All we care about is where we close. Now, the reason why I'm writing long open or add, we'll keep this active for 10 days. The reason why we're writing add is that where we closed yesterday was right at support. So on a weekly view, this may change. My opinion may change on a daily view when we go there in a moment. But on a weekly view, CRSP looks like it's holding weekly support. Take care, Sam. Be well, my brother. So, can CRSP be bought right now? I'm siding on the side of yes. Daily chart. What I like to see here, I don't think that there's a major rush to go buying up CRSP. I think that another day of consolidation or two along this support level would be very, very helpful. And of course, it needs to hold the support. You could argue that we broke it yesterday, but let's just say that we close at it. We'll remain conservative. We're not going to go running in and buying CRSP this morning, but we're on the verge of doing so. Assuming that we hold the support level, then we begin adding on strength. You can see that we have a resistance level above. That's on a weekly time frame. So our alert is already set up there. So we don't want to see it break. We want to see it hold the support level at 148.26. Then we want to see a breakout. We can nibble here, then see a breakout, add to the position on a close above. This is rising at around 150 per share. So CRSP looking pretty good. Let's go to the ticker cloud. I got to see if I have any requests from members. No, I do not. All right, folks. Thanks for joining in. Don't forget, the mobile app for TrendSpider launched, 35% discount code below. Subscribe to the channel, like, dislike, tell a friend, don't tell a friend. Have a profitable trading day. Be well. Take care.